to the Lost Lives Count, where we tally up victims in horror movies, anime, TV shows, episodes, music videos, and beyond. I am your host, William Parody, aka Nexus. Today, I am doing Family Guy Season 9, Episode 1 of And Then Word Viewer. Agatha Christie, based on the Agatha Christie books and film of the same name. Honestly, Seth MacFarlane, this is Seth MacFarlane's favorite episode. This is Seth MacFarlane's favorite episode. Because it's a murder mystery. And the lives lost in this murder mystery are done because of a plot twist at the end. Who actually did the murder of the killing in the first place is outrageous for Family Guy standards. And also, just know that this is Family Guy crazy, this is Family Guy crazy, so it go up to tier this crazy. But rules. Cutaways will not be included as kills in the Lost Lives Count. Because frankly, and also, nobody actually seen this surprise villain coming in. Honestly, how many lives did this killer did in Family Guy Season 9? One of Seth's favorite episodes. Let's find out and get to the lives lost. The episode begins with a memorial for Perry MacFarlane. Honestly, Seth MacFarlane's mom, who actually fought back, she actually died of cancer in the 2010 premiere of this episode. It cut to the Griffin house where Peter give out bail to Meg, Chris, Lois, Brian, and a World War II Army guy who actually got that Mrs. Willie. Hey, that's my name. Now, Peter actually got a letter to actually go to dinner at Rocky Peak Mansion. And Brian think it was a scam, they should not go, but Peter say they could go, but he had to go to the kennel. Oh, he doesn't want to go to the kennel because last time he got, he stayed bad because Stewie actually pointed that out. We actually have Family Guy presents the title card! This is the only, honestly, so many times that Family Guy actually does present the title card. And this is one of Seth MacFarlane's favorite episodes. This is a long drive sequence that references some horror movies like The Shining. I don't want to copy Demi James, so
I don't want to copy Demi James, so. So I'm actually just going to do my own thing and do my own lives lost count. But if he did not do the lives lost count, like if it's a new movie, I'm actually going to do it before him. So yeah. So if any movie that he did not do, I will actually do it before him. I already did Stepfather before him. But I actually do like Lives Lost Count, but I won't do what he actually do. I will actually do my own thing, so. But I will stick to my guns. I will not do Jeepers Creepers or The Burning. So let's begin. Honestly, we actually arrive. The people, honestly, everybody that arrived with him, Chris actually asked, are we there yet? Peter said not yet. Then they actually arrive at the mansion. We actually have Joe and Bonnie Swanson, who actually arrive. Jillian and Derek. Muriel and Mort Goldman. Carl. Herbert. Tom Tucker. Diane Simmons. Stephanie. Quagmire is Stephanie. Stephanie, honestly, Stephanie is annoying to Quagmire. Adam West. Fun fact, the real Adam West actually played Adam West. Herbert, which I actually hated Herbert. And Seamus. And we also have the great Consuela, but that Consuela is actually played by a man. And also, she actually greeted everybody by calling them Mr. She actually doesn't. It doesn't matter if they're women. She will actually call them Mr. Even Mayor West Mr. And they actually kept out with tux and dress, but Stewie is a little in shorts. Call out the dude that see every movie. Now, talking about movies, while Tom Tucker actually asked him about sports, and while Corbett and Lois talk about Meg's first public exam, and he confused who it is, but it is him. And we heard walking, and it's James Woods. Yeah, if anybody wouldn't know why everybody, James Woods is actually honestly, James Wood was actually a regular on on the show, but since his venomous right wing on the show, he actually never been back on Family Guy, and after Adam West passed in the real world, they changed Adam from James Woods High to Adam West High. They are shocked that James Woods is James Wood, but he also have a wife named Priscilla. He a born again Christian, and he actually want to make amends for everyone. James Woods and Priscilla go to check on dinner. And Stephanie go check out what his sign is. And Quagmire just tell her to shut up. As she just said, James Woods' chair and the cork pop and Derek caught it. But Stephanie bled and said, "Did the cork hit me?" And dropped dead. And she actually died with a gun, a silencer. A silencer that kills Stephanie at 10 minutes and 28 seconds. They all scream. Dr. Hartman say that she'd been shot. But Stewie say it would be sad if she wasn't healthy. Okay, I know this is a bad joke, but I know. OMG. It must be. Must be James Woods. Honestly, everybody drive and stop fighting, and now they actually try to go drive, and Peter jokingly say, "Let's drive forward," and Chris say, "Stop fighting." Now Brian say, "Get in the back." That's actually smart thinking. After he back into Mort pretend to have an injury to actually. With no bars and landline cut, Priscilla and James Wood come in, and James Wood got accused of murder. But there is actually no body. Wait, why there's no body? We will figure out at where. But honestly, James Wood does say he actually found God. But the lights went out, and Peter made a tasteless black joke. I am not going to repeat that, and yes, this is Family Guy. They made jokes about that. After the power went back on, James Wood was found dead, stabbed in the back off screen. Don't worry, the killer actually revealed what actually happened. Actually, it was a dead kill off screen. It was killed on screen at 14 minutes and 34 seconds, but he was revived later. Priscilla fainted, and now someone killed him. And somebody ate the grilled cheese tartlet. Everybody arguing. And Peter said he hoped he died next. Joe say everybody need to stay calm. And Will say How we going to stay calm? There's a killer on the loose. And the plate breaks. And there's a gun. That was aimed for James Woods' chair. And they actually searching for clues. And Peter being Peter, well, he put on his armor being like a robot, and he actually had like Inspector Gadget and say, "Go Gadget skis," and he fell down and knocked out Joe. And he taking charge and split up everybody. Honestly, he actually asked why everybody is mad. Because at James Woods. Well, Tom is mad at him because because Tom lost a chance to be on Nightmare on Elm Street to Robert Englund. Because James told him there another chance. But he didn't kill him. But Seamus said no because it only worked on his head. But it was a joke. Seamus, they actually did acid together, and James actually faked his legs and arms were steak, and he actually ate his arms and legs. James Woods. He no killer. Adam was mad at him because he actually took so Adam West actually had to use Mayor underscore West. But Dr. Hartman, he actually hated him, but that's true. But Moore did too. But it could be Diana. I don't buy Diana's story. Diana say that actually I don't buy Diana's story because I already know what happened, but honestly, Diana actually say that James Woods actually met her, introduced her to Dan Rather, wanted to introduce her to Dan Rather, but instead introduced her to Dan Barushi, which is 3. Why Herbert mad at him? Replace his Sarah's pills with meth. And cuts to a cutscene where he chasing kids high as a kite. I do hate him so much. Why Quagmire mad at him? Quagmire hate him because he stole Cheryl Teague's. But honestly, I know why Brian mad at him. He stole his TV show Parody. And they started mad and they found a secret. 2 secret powers. One is a laundry room and the other one found a secret room with a book. And found a book that contained his secrets. Like, he punched Bonnie from for sounded like she did. But bad. She is played by the the real Jennifer Tilly, who actually play in the Child Play franchise. Consuela say he molested her nephew. Then her nephew shoot himself in the face. But Muriel have got him Oxycontin to him and his girlfriend, and she have misgivings, and if she doesn't give him some more, he going to turn her to the feds. Tom says she have good motivation, and the lights went out and she's gone, so, and she actually done not good. Ed say she wearing, sure, Stewie told Brian so, and Adam says surrender quietly, and the lights go out, and they would split. Okay, here are the pairs. Jillian and Derek go together. Brian and Stewie. Carl and Meg. Meg. I am sorry about that. Chris and Herbert. Why? Peter, a fucking idiot. Tom and Diana. Mort. Consuela and Adam. Joe with Priscilla as the unconscious team. And honestly, it cut to Derek and be a cat, and Julia say a cat toad, and the cat is nothing more than a professor, and honestly, I laugh at that scene. Herbert actually want Chris, if he does die, to burn his house down. Okay. Tom and Diane have been arguing, and now a hidden tunnel, and he got trapped. Oh, wait. And honestly, Carl got found there, and Meg fell down a trapdoor. And Carl used his imagination, and the bear talk about pandas, and the bear doesn't want to talk about the pandas. And now Peter and Lois have it talking like a guy in an elevator, small talk. And now, quiet by our body, scared Peter, and Peter used a fighter Jew app. I wish I'm joking. This is classic Family Guy. Now, Brian and Stewie usually guess the theme song, and Brian never get what the Stewie is saying until they actually heard the scream of Muriel got stabbed in the back until Muriel go on the count, stab in the back at 29 minutes and 01 seconds. Now Brian and everyone scream, and Mort, I have no words. Honestly, I don't get Mort. Mort, you got married to Muriel. I thought you were going to have an emotional tearjerker for Muriel, but you mean you're going to have an emotional tearjerker for you're going to have an emotional you're going to have a no emotional tearjerker. And Brian make a point that if they don't figure out, they're all dead by morning. And they're going to stick together and make it Tom actually. And where's Megan Tom? In his room. And Derek found his single. And he actually showed Peter that a wallpaper of him holding the Hollywood sign. Well, this is where Peter's the whole. This is a perspective, and Peter may have he actually believed that Derek is a god. Everybody is Priscilla is gone, and they believe she's in the murderer. Joe is awake, and they all start to argue, and Derek actually walked into the rooftop. He got what bar and tried to call somebody, and no person. I tell Derek got killed by a bash on the head by James Woods' Golden Globe Award at 32 minutes and 59 seconds. They actually heard the commotion outside. Honestly, Derek is dead, and poor Jillian. She said that Priscilla must have been. And one of the Golden Globes is missing. They actually huddled upstairs, and they actually saw Stephanie underwear and made fun of it. Now they had Todd Tucker. But wait. Hold on. Why Tom Tucker have a big poster of his room? He sleeps with a big poster in his room. And they look, and Meg actually found the Golden Globe under his bed. And they thought he's the killer. Now they actually, and Peter faked his nose split. Then they actually opened the freaking door, and OMG, it's Priscilla! Float strip in the event at 37 seconds at 10 minutes. They all ran to get Joe's tumble, and they actually tried to get, but they actually decided to go for both sides. And Joe said when the movie came out, they play Adrian Brody play Tom, and Tom say, "You don't want anyone to see it." They all laugh and end up not over, and Brian and Stewie fought. Honestly, Lois is now talking to Diane after Peter left the room on one where his baptized Hot Wheels is. And Diane actually said that her mom gave her first solo blouse for her first solo broadcast. And Lois say, "Wait, what? Oh shit. It's not Tom. It's Diana." Now, here's the real story. Diana pulled a gun out of her and tell the real truth. Diana met James Woods at a party. They actually fall in love and keep it out of the media. When she turned 40, Tom decided to replace her with somebody younger. And James Wood wanted nothing to do with her. So, in order to do this, she actually had Priscilla, a young intern, decide to make her be her bride, make her be a renewed Christian again, and be a renewed Christian. And And the real truth is how the order goes in. Honestly, she wasn't. She was going to kill James Wood, hid the gun in the apartment, in Tom's luggage, and blame him for the murder of James Woods. But Stephanie got in the way, and she had to improvise with a stabbing. But after Joe pointed out the fingerprints, she tried to wipe it and she cut Priscilla's throat. Yeah, Priscilla died, then Muriel, then Derek. But I will not give you the last one until the end. And Lois say, "You're 40?" And she actually explained everything, and everybody don't know what happened to the body. And cut into Quagmire with the body of Stephanie in the back of his trunk. Ew. Peter went in and he wanted to listen to the radio. He said, "Don't shove a gun in my back, Peter. I'm not." And I say, "Here you go, Pete." And for crying out loud, Peter did understand the cry for help. He actually ran off. And she almost died. And 6 o'clock news, but unless I'm playing cat video, and bam! She got shot by a gunshot in the chest at 47:48. Honestly, she actually thanked her attacker. But the one that actually attacked Diane was actually Stewie. And his final words of the episode: "If anyone going to take that bitch down, it's me." And the episode ends. How many lives lost did Family Guy get for this season 9 opener for, and then more viewers? Let's find out and get to the numbers. Huh. Wait, I'm actually holding the number sign. Wow, how am I doing that? Let's get to the numbers. Six people lost their lives to a Family Guy season 9 episode 1. There were fewer. 2 males and 6 females. Honestly, there were more females than males. With a running time of 47 minutes, we got lives lost every hour at 8 minutes and 37 seconds. With the great acts of execution, it goes to Diana. Honestly, for getting shot by Stewie out of nowhere and fall to her death is a pure masterpiece. And honestly, this death actually pixelated the freaking simile of Stewie's character, and honestly, I would actually pick the other death that actually got hit by a Golden Globe, but this one is actually better. The Whippy Axe will actually go to Muriel, who actually, honestly, her death was just show with a scream. We actually didn't see it here, but we actually did see it in the flashback. And that's it. This episode of Family Guy was released in 2010. But honestly, to tell you the truth, I was actually going to do, and then with Sean, A Boy Meets World Season 5 Episode 10. But I wasn't going to do watch the full season of Boy Meets World. So what am I going to do? I'm actually going to do the Italian slasher stage fright instead. I'm Nexus, and this has been my Lives Lost count.